Welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. Manchester United versus Arsenal. This is a Sunday game that is going to be a cracker of a game. Arsenal hit PSV for 7 in a European night, something that has not happened ever. They were dominant, they were attacking, they scored goals from left, right, and center. In fact, Arsenal made scoring look fashionable. They made scoring look so easy. Odegaard was orchestrating things and he was banging in those goals, and the team just clicked on that night. I don't know whether it was a poor PSV side or Arsenal were just a better team. Either way, Arsenal showed us that they are able to score as many goals as possible, and in fact, they were able to just qualify for the last 8 by winning 7-1. That is a fixture that really takes away the pressure from the Gunners, so they can easily focus on the Manchester United game without worrying about the return leg at the Emirates. So it really puts Manchester United on the spot here, because now United has to face an Arsenal team that is really strong, an Arsenal team that is ready, an Arsenal team that is scoring. But we know when it comes to Manchester United versus Arsenal, it's not going to be easy, and that is something that I can assure you. It's not going to be a 7-1. It's not going to be a 4-0. It's not going to be a big margin score the way they did City the other time. Manchester United will be ready for this game, albeit tired. United were at Sociedad, and the game was played very well. United did a very solid performance in Real Sociedad in the Basque country of Spain. It was 6 p.m., man. It was still sunny, and the boys enjoyed themselves. They enjoyed themselves up until they scored. And when Real Sociedad pulled one back from a very, very flimsy, weak, useless, soft penalty, the game changed. Because Real Sociedad were able to attack Manchester United. They were able to just pass those balls. They were putting the balls over the defenders. In fact, the right winger that came on was very solid. He made Dogu earn his money. He made Mazrui earn his pay. Because he was making them honest. He was keeping them honest by running at them, crossing those balls. In fact, Onana had to save our blushes. Sorry. Now, this game at Old Trafford against Arsenal is gonna be a beauty. And why am I saying that? It's going to be a beauty because Manchester United has to prove that they belong with the big boys. Because we always show up when the big boys come to town. And there's none bigger than Arsenal, none bigger than Liverpool, none bigger than City. Every time a big game comes in, United are always putting a big performance. And we will miss Dogu because I think he's still serving his red card. But I think Ugarte should come back in for this game. We should have some OB also should be brought in back to this game, because we need some strong bench. At Sociedad we didn't have any bench. The bench was to bare bones. We only had the Iceman there. We had very few players on the bench. Collier, we're happy that he's back. This kid can give you some energy. He can give you some pressure on the ball. He's also good on the ball. He runs. He reminds me of Anthony. Of McTominay. Sorry. So we are going into this game with a team that is not. We are not sure whether Maguire will be fit for this game. We are not sure whether Ugarte will be available. We are not sure whether some of these big players that Manchester United have will be available. But what I can assure you is that we'll have Onana in goal. We'll have Mazrui, we'll have Dalot, we'll have Dilit, Yoro will be there. So whoever we add at the back, whether it's Maguire, whether it's someone else, but we'll have those that I've mentioned. Then in the midfield, I think we'll have Bruno will be there. I think Ugarte will be good for this game. We'll have Zakzi, we'll have Hodgland, we'll have Garnacho, bombing on the left or on the right. This boy is flexible, but I think this time round he'll be on his preferred left side. So Arsenal never changes. Arsenal players, the midfield, the defense, the attack, there's usually the same reliable guys. These are players that have played those positions for the longest for Arsenal. In fact, they have made those positions their own by making sure that every other time they are available for the Gunners. So Raya will be in goal as usual. So the question is, will they play Calafiori or Miley? Something will have to give on that, because both of them are very, very good players. And if you look at if you look at what Arsenal put up against PSV, I think that is basically the lineup that will show up on the day. So we are looking at players like Raya in goal. We'll have Gabriel and Saliba. Those are two solid players. Timber will definitely be there. Lewis may start because he was substituted very early by Arteta, which was a very, very bold decision. Rice never misses. No Arsenal, no Rice. No Rice, no Arsenal. Then we'll have Partey, Odegaard, Trossard, Noweri, Merino. Those should be the starting lineup for Arsenal. But remember, Arsenal can always vary their play. They can vary whoever starts because they have very good players to come in for them. If you look at the players that Arsenal have or had on the bench, these are who is who. They had Calafiori, they have Jorginho, they had Kiwor there. There's the Neto keeper, Sterling, Tierney, Zinchenko. All those are players who can come in for Arsenal and bolster that particular team. So it is not going to be easy when it comes to Arsenal and Manchester United. This is a long drawn rivalry that has made the game so beautiful. Every time Arsenal meet Manchester United, it's always a cracker of a game. It's always a game that everyone watches. They make sure that they have their clothes, their shirts, their jerseys ready for the rumble, because it's always a rumble. So how is this game going to be won? For Manchester United, it's as simple as this. Do not concede early. Do not concede early to the Gunners, because the Gunners can keep that ball and can hurt you on a counter. So do not concede early. Make sure you make this a long drawn kind of game. Do not press them all over because they are comfortable on the press. When you press Arsenal, they'll just pass around you. They just play in those pockets, and Odegaard is always the key man. Make sure that Odegaard does not feel comfortable in this game. Make sure that he feels the pressure. Press him. Make sure he does not do those little turns, little corners, passes, joining game. Make sure he doesn't do that. And Højlund has to score. He has to get that first goal for his confidence. Garnacho has to run at these defenders. Make sure that when you're on possession, keep the ball. Ensure that the ball is always used wisely. Do not waste. Do not miss chances. And above all, avoid corners, because these guys are corner masters. So who's going to win this game? I'm tipping Manchester United to beat Arsenal. 1-0 on the night. 1-0. Take it or leave it. This is Coach Charles on the Soccer Benchmark. Consider subscribing, consider sharing and commenting, and let's talk football every day.